What is up, guys? Orion Lonestar here, back with another episode of Agrarian Skies. Alright, so I've been a little busy, kind of just cleaning up everything. Threw some paintings up down here. As you can see, I've brought in my disenchanter, my energetic infuser, auto brewer, and I've got a redstone furnace up here. I've ran the redstone wiring underneath. I'll show you guys that in just a second. Um, and I've also went ahead, added the next floor. I really haven't done too much with it right now. I have added a balcony. I've been working on getting everything cleaned up. I'll show you guys that in just a minute. Finished adding all my or most of my leaves that I want up right now. Up here in the trees, I've got a couple branches all linking to each other. Most of them, well, these two linking. I've made a few of them a little bigger, like this one. I've increased the size on. I'm going to just work on it occasionally as I start to build my tower here in the center. But I have currently stopped working on bees for the moment, and I'll show you why in just a minute. But I went ahead, added a door, some stairs. For my fencing here, all I did was use some barricades. I thought they looked pretty cool, so threw them on. Then added a door with just two basic wood pressure plates. Then over here, I've got the elevators going up and down, so I can go down to my computer system, come back up to this floor, or go up to my next floor. So now I've got a nice dry place to kind of stay the night, get out of the rain, run away from monsters. But anyway, let's come out here. As I said, I have been kind of cleaning up, getting rid of some inventory that I just don't need. And, tainted soil, I went up there, replaced all the floor blocks that don't have conveyor belts on them with tainted soil, which, helps increase the spawn rate of the monsters up there. Whoa. Haha. And right now, I believe I'm still using just the punji sticks to kill them until I need, some more fluid, monster essence. And yeah, they've been giving me a lot of enchanted stuff that I've been just pretty much throwing away because I don't need them at this moment in time, and really don't see a need for them unless I want some more enchantment books. As you see, this does pump out quite a bit at a time. So, let's take a look at this here. I decided to move my monster spawner up to the main floor here and kind of make it the 9x9 space that works best for I believe it's Mine Factory Reloaded monster auto spawners. And I've got it set up pretty neatly. This is the entire system here except for some wireless redstone underneath. I've got well, let's go in there. Turn my jetpack off. I've got my auto spawner here, and then I've got two tesseracts. On the tesseract down here, I've got it set for my ore frequency, and what that is doing for me is I've got it set up underneath to where all my monster essence gets flushed into the ore frequent excuse me, ore frequency. But since where I have all my ores coming into my main system does not have any fluid pipes to it at the moment, it allows me to also feed the liquid monster essence right into the system here. And I've also got uh, another tesseract over on my reactor. Let's go over there and I'll show you. I've got just another tesseract hooked up to one of my extra power taps, and this one's just sending energy on the ore frequency. Now what that's allowing me to do, as long as no item, well, I have items blocked on it, what that allows me to do is send both the monster essence and power to my spawner at a rate that is easily handled by the system. I'll show you it in action here in just a second. Now, I found this really neat that I have a completely safe way to put safari balls in the auto spawner and pull them out without any problems. So what I've got this one tesseract up here set for is safari, and experience a little bit of lag there. I have it for send and receive mode. Now what that's going to tell it to do is any items sent on this frequency with the item duct and the pneumatic servo up here saying, this is where everything comes out at, and that's always on. So every time a safari ball from this that you put into this chest goes into this tesseract, which is on the safari frequency, it's going to put the safari ball right in there for you. And with this constantly feeding it energy and mob essence, you're going to get your mobs. Simple grinder setup. I have it set up on the ore frequency, but this one's sending fluids and sending items. What that does in my system is where I have all my ore coming into my system via chests down below, all the items that this receives automatically goes into my system, so that I don't have to worry about if I'm crafting something. I can just put my whatever creature I want in there. It's going to come down, and then on the back of it, right there, I have a pneumatic servo set on high so that I have to give it a redstone signal for it to activate and pull out the safari ball, which sends it right back up into the tesseract. And my tesseract set up here, it just sends it right into this chest. Now the way I activate my servo in the back to let it know to pull out the safari ball, let's go down here, I'm just using Tinker's MechWorks wireless redstone signal. Signal bus sends it here, and this white cobblestone that the Mine Factory Reload or the Tinker's MechWorks signal terminal is on powers up through it and activates the signal for the release of the safari ball. So let me show you what I mean. I'll grab my chicken here because that's a good one to visually see. And all I'm going to do is just stick it in this chest. Goes through the pipe. If you watch down there, I don't know if you saw it, I was getting a little bit of lag. Actually, let me turn it on peaceful for a minute to stop all those guys from spawning. Yeah, and I should still get chickens. So I turn it off. If you watch my pipes over there, you'll see it coming up. That's actually coming out the back of this system. And right down here, it'll come back through. So, and like I said, this is just set on item transfer to and from on the Safari signal, is what I have it set up for. First, let's turn this off. Hey, no. We're going to put our chicken in the chest and close that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to give this item duct right here redstone signal with a pneumatic servo in it, and you're going to see the Safari ball go in there and pop out. Well, it already went. Oh, it's coming back. Yeah, you just got to remember to actually turn that one off. And there you go. It's right back in the system. But it's a very safe way to get your Safari ball down into your auto spawner and back out without having to go in and risk getting attacked by whatever creepy crawlies you have spawning in there. Now it's just going to spawn me a bunch of chickens. Pull it back out. Don't know if that brief. Nope. And there it goes. Also, I made this out of, quartz block. I had a ton of quartz. I still do. I have, like, I believe over 10,000. Let's take a look. Yeah, I have 18,000 nether quartz. That's because in my auto sieving system over here, I just ran a bunch of nether or soul sand. You know, just had it running constantly for a little while. I wanted, some more gas tiers, which I got, so I can make safari balls. Been melting down regular glass to the clear glass here, and my fiance wanted to do a little building with the materials that I had, so she made me a villager mall because I had one of the villager spawn eggs, and I ran it through my spawner system so I can start collecting villagers. This entire upper building here is actually all made out of microblock. She's got little stalls that I grab them, put them in, grab them down below, put them up here, and then we got this extra utilities trading post. This thing's pretty cool. What it does is it, tries to read all the villagers that you have around, and it tells you what they're offering. Now, I've noticed here lately that as I was working on a few of them, getting them up to the next section, that some of them don't register, like my forestry villagers here. They offer me the saplings, tools. I still need to buy more to advance him that I would need for tree breeding. And I've got my thaumcraft guys up there, and just random ones all over so far. I need to add more. This is my safari net guy. And then I can load a bunch down into the system there, and it'll still pick them up down there, so I can see kind of what's offered, what I need to look for. And it's an open ceiling design, so that I can quickly jump up here with my jetpack and put them where I think they need to go. So, I've got an enchanting guy, redstone guy, or girl in this case. Excuse me. Uh, but down below, I actually also have an emerald system going. I can, with the way I've got it set up with one of the switch levers I've got, it opens up this, and with the one block space that I have up there that everyone goes to, right here, that white space right down there, right next to the grinder, that'll just drop them right down into that smeltery, any villagers or whatever. I mean, I could put chickens down there and build up a huge amount of blood, which I don't need. For some reason, I've got over 12,000 millibuckets of blood. I don't know how it got there. Might have been from something spawning, dropping down. I don't know. But I've got the blood. I'm not going to let it go to waste. Let me hit that there. I will find a use for that blood. So let's go down below. Now those are my current auto farms that I've got going on. But let me show you what I've done down here. I've added my essence berry bushes. I was running the smooth stone through the sieve. Had about 17, 18 of them, something like that. I've just got it on an auto harvester upgraded to reach it all, and just being poured right into my system. Down here, like I said, this is my little emerald farm. But you notice I don't have pipes going everywhere anymore. Uh, I went through, kind of redid all my systems. I've used a lot of tesseracts. And eventually this is going to get moved. My slaughterhouse, that's going to get moved somewhere else to give me more room. And also from this system over here, because I had a ton of zombie flesh, I decided, because I know I'm going to need it, a dirt making system. Real simple, precision export buses, that send, right now it's doing leaves. I've got my trees from that system down there. Just collecting leaves, a ton of leaves. They get put into my main system. I take a barrel over to my house, fill it with leaves, bring it back over here, put it right into the import bus right here where that crate is. That's the crate I use. Fill it up with 128 stacks of leaves, bring it over here, and it all gets piped actually back into my system as dirt. So that's how I'm making dirt right now. I've got 11K. I know I need like 100K for the quest. I've stopped sand at the moment. And for the most part, I've been just working on gathering some resources together for some of these larger quests that are coming up shortly. Over here, this is my sludge boiler system. This thing is running almost constantly now. Everything, as you know, from the sludge boiler gets piped up into a tesseract that gets sent over now into what I've dubbed the ore frequency. And it's set to receive items left and right and just pile it into my system. So I've got a ton of access to all my different resource farms that I've got going on with just one frequency of everything getting pushed in. Up here, that water tank that I've got right next to my door, that's getting pumped up by this Oculus accumulator that I've just got sitting right here, right next to my computer system. I've also got a glacial precipitator. I was making ice to break them down for a quest and to get shards. And from this tesseract, I've got my redstone conduit running over here, and this is where all my machines are hooked up. My computer system's right over here. You know, just real simple things on that aspect. Um, Down here, I was working on soybeans and tofu for a while with my auto farm. This one specifically, I actually had lettuce, soybeans, and wheat growing. Decided to just drop it down to lettuce because I'm currently going to need a lot of it. Right now I've got 3,000. I need 50,000 lettuce for a quest. As for down here, yes, I do have fluid in my system. I went ahead and crafted the fluid tank. I've just got 492 buckets of water that I was filling in from over here. You know, just pumping it in, pumping water everywhere. And then over here, I've actually taught my system how to make water buckets. Um, you know, because a lot of crafting recipes in Hell's Kitchen requires water. I've oh, why does it have me back down into the 20s? Let me show you here. I've actually taught it how to make the freshwater buckets by crafting a single water bucket so that I can make dough to make bread. And as you see, I can make a ton of food now. You know, wherever I'm at in my system, I was using just straight tofu up until I got my monster spawner area cleaned up. Um, and then I pumped in a bunch of beef and chicken into my system so that I can make real chicken burgers instead of tofu chicken burgers and fish. Outside in my root system, that's right over this, I actually got a auto fisher. So it gives me, let's see, where's my fish? I've got almost 400 raw fish already. Soy milk, I've got 300. You know, just building up resources, like I've been saying. I've got two different auto farms going on right now. Like I said, I've got just pure lettuce, and then I've also got raspberries in this one. Raspberries are pretty cool because once they're planted, you don't need seeds anymore. They will not put out seeds until you completely break them. So, as you see, this one's grown. It's just going to pick it and bring it down to a 0% growth raspberry. And the reason I'm making raspberries, oh, ew, my system's clogged up for some reason. Well, let's go take a look at that. Let's see, what is the problem? I don't want soybeans. Lettuce, 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 lettuce. No soybean. I should have this already whitelisted. Yeah, lettuce. What? Okay. Okay, yeah, it's just lettuce seed now. Good. It shouldn't be putting soybeans in here. I've got a silver upgrade, so it does that big area. Anyway, in the sprinklers that I have going on, I've been putting in bone meal just to, whoa, just to speed up the process. I may need to re-up on them. Okay, they're doing good right now. It helps increase the tick a little bit, just to make lettuce grow faster. Cause like I said, I need like 50,000 of them. Oh, excuse me. And like I said, I have my fisher going on here again, just on the ore frequency, receiving energy from my reactor and sending all the items directly into my system. It's working out really well. I mean, even if you look at, I believe my last video, I had like 3 drives in red, and even though I've got some in orange down below, it's been like it's organizing itself. So that was pretty cool. Now let's get into the quest book here. I went ahead, have completed some quests again. Kill your zombies. Okay, we'll claim the reward. Actually, I want to show you guys something. Even though I had sound off, nothing. You don't hear them. On this second block here, behind this quartz cover, I put a sound muffler in each corner. Just so you don't have to hear these guys jabbering all the time. Oh my god, I hate that. That's why I usually play with sound off. So we completed that quest. Let's go to Hell's Kitchen. As you saw, I've been working pretty heavily on that. And what we're going to do today is complete all these quests here. Uh, just to get them out of the way. So I already had made my soybean impressor, as you saw. That's going to give me a quarter heart. Boop, 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 boop. Fish food, make a fish sandwich, and I'll go down there in just a minute to show you guys when I start crafting these other items. Lettuce, yeah, we got that. Got me some fish lettuce wraps. I think I like my chicken burger a little more. And the tomato, whichever way you want to say it. Okay, Now, did I get any bags on that? No, I just got food and some hearts. So let's go ahead and make that heart real quick. Bam, full heart. 31 lives. Okay, let's go up here. Now, for the rest of these, what they want is you to craft a single hamburger. Okay, easy enough. Hamburger. Nourishing meal. Let's craft it. Bam, hamburger. Put it in our inventory. Manual detect. Claim reward. Okay, let's go ahead and make some toast. Real simple. Toast. Let's craft. Let's go with 2 toasts. How about that? Now, the system's probably doing is making the dough. Yep, it has to make the dough, which means it has to craft water, add salt, bake it, and throw it into a furnace that I have it programmed to do down there. So let's manual detect, claim heart, salad dressing. Now with salad dressing, let's go ahead and go down there. Um, you need to make vinegar. And what that takes is a Pam's Harvest Craft pot and some type of juice. In this case, I have a raspberry farm going, so I've taught it how to make raspberry juice with the juicer. Just 1 raspberry, 1 juicer, you get juice. And then with the pot and the raspberry juice, it's going to make some vinegar. So, let's go ahead and craft that up. Craft 1. Bam. 1 vinegar. Let's throw some of this extra stuff that I have down here. Block of emerald. And let's go to the quest book here. Okay, vinegar, manual detect, claim reward. Next one, tasty pasta requires 1 spaghetti. Spaghetti. And I went through all the steps to teach my system, again, how to make each part, like the pasta. Actually, that's the only one I need to teach it how to do. Take butter. Cheese. I think I'm going to have to teach you how to make butter, too. Must have had some left over. But for regular spaghetti, 1 saucepan, 1 tomato, 1 pasta, and 1 spice leaf. Now, when I initially had all my farms set up in the rows, I did have some spice leaf in my inventory or in that crop. So I do have some already, but I have a feeling I'm going to definitely need to start another small auto farm to do just spice leaf. Now, a hearty breakfast. Let's take a look, because I don't think I've put that one in yet. Okay, yeah, I need to learn how to make potato cakes. So, let's go take a look here. Potato. Whoa. Potato cakes. What's that? That's some onion, a potato, and some butter. I believe I have everything. I should. And we'll just throw that up here. And we'll clear that. It's hearty breakfast. Fried eggs. Okay, let's take a look here. So that I want pork. Let's see, what type of pork? Cooked pork chop. Okay, I know my system knows how to make the cooked pork chops. So we'll take one pork chop here. Come over here. And we're going to replace the tofu with the pork chop because we don't want no tofu. Potato cakes, and now we need a juice. Put the vinegar back up there. Juice, raspberry juice. I guess we're going on a raspberry kick because everything requires juice is going to be raspberry juice. Okay, we'll encode that. Now I need to teach my system how to make a fried egg. I mean, this is all there really is to it. Um, Teach you how to make each individual thing. And now if I come over here and type in hearty, it's going to give me a chance for hearty breakfast. And now it's going to work crafting everything. Let's see what it's working on. Okay, onions and butter. Okay, how do we make butter? Butter. Got some heavy cream and some salt. Okay, that's going to require some silken tofu. So let's turn this off. And looky there, I have some silken tofu all ready to go. Alright, so let's go. Well, I could have used my wireless, but throw some silken tofu up there. Okay, and salt. Okay, we'll encode that. And we'll just go throw this right up in here. Now it knows how to make butter. Onions. Ooh. Oh. Hmm. Well, it looks like we'll have to come back to that one at a later date because I don't have any onions. I'm going to have to go and try to get me some onion seeds somewhere. Probably just go bone meal a bunch of grass. So we can't complete that. But now, if we come over here, we got the super quests like firm tofu. I can complete this one right now because I went through and got a bunch of tofu. That should be close. There we go. And we get a reward bag. Sweet. Okay, so we got our vegan delight tofu taken care of. That's going to require a little work uh, because right now I've only got so much raspberries. I've only got 328. I need 10,000. So I'll have to get that set up. Same thing with bread. I'll need 10,000 bread. So I'll have to get a wheat farm going, tomato farm going, and then I've already got the lettuce well underway. Let's take a look here. Yeah, I'm at 3,000. I need 50,000. So I have to keep an eye on that. Um, and with my bees, I have unlocked my purple bees. I've been working on them a little bit, but I'll definitely need to find a way to do my 10,000 wool. Uh, I'm actually thinking of just using my auto spawner, spawning me a bunch of sheep through it, gathering wool, and I believe uh, some mutton. So I'll have to think of a setup for that. Let's go down to B. Nope. Let's go for you're a wizard, Steve. I went ahead and made my Thaumanomicon, and I've got a few ideas for later on. Uh, in one of the upcoming episodes, I'm actually going to start working on blood magic. I have a couple pretty cool ideas. Now I had to go through and collect each of these shards, and if for this one specifically, it is easier just to take if you've got the diamond hammer with the Fortune 3 on it. Most it took me at most for any one of these 10 blocks to go through before I got a shard or two. So I took the obsidian, lined it up in a row, broke it. TNT, lined it up, broke it, and all the way down to sandstone slabs. Didn't have to run any nether rack. I got my entropy shard off of TNT. Order shard was off of glass. Shard was grass. I forgot which one was. Oh, ice was the water shard. Fire shard was obsidian. And the sandstone slabs. You have to stack both of them. Gave me the air shards. So, netherrack, I don't know what you get from it. And, okay, we get a full heart, fire infused stone, earth infused stone, and a reward bag. Cool. Because coming up shortly, like when I get into blood magic, I plan to get a little more into or not thermal expansion, but blood magic and thaumcraft. There's a lot of pretty cool things I've seen coming out of thaumcraft in other videos. So we'll check that out. Come back up here for the hoarding. Go with the flow. And I think that's actually all that I've got. Oh yeah. Let's see. Got that. Where's my Bealyzer? I think it's in this. Bealyzer. Let's go grab some honey drops from my bees. Yeah, I went used a lot of got to my energetic drones. I got a Valiant in one of the new hives that I got in a previous quest. So that made things a whole lot easier. And manual submit. We'll get our Trializer back. We'll get some Forest Princesses. Tropical hives. With me about to get into blood magic, I don't need any hives. So let's go for the reward bag. I've got my industrial apiary already. So let's claim the second reward bag. Okay. Actually, let's take a look here. Do I got any honeycomb? Yes, I do. Well, let's go ahead and complete this one. Cultivated bees, honey drop. Um, okay. So, honey drop. And forest drones, okay, whatever. Alright, now it's going to want me to make my alvearies. Tropicals, honeycomb, alveary, genetic manipulation. Okay, I got the first part of this already done with the genetic sampler. Wow, I'm actually doing quite well. Now I just need to make an empty serum, and hey, there's some Valiance. I actually think I'll do that on the next episode. But yeah, that's what I've been working on. Hope you guys enjoyed at my mob spawner. That one actually took me a little while to get working properly, but and seeing how I've cleaned up my system using a ton of tesseracts to just keep all the conduits and everything down. So I'll see you guys later.
Yeah.